we have a really special episode. Somebody asked specifically if I could make a standard list to represent their meta. And before we jump into that, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. We're almost to 4,000 subscribers. It really means the world to me. I just started this as being the one who recorded Goblins in his free time because I just love brewing with the deck and deck building. And now look where we are. We're almost at 4,000 subscribers, and that's all because of you. So give yourself a big round of applause. It really means the world to me. And I just want to say thank you. And it's also thanks to these members behind me. If you want to join, if you like Goblins content, if you enjoy listening to me ramble, hit like and subscribe. Easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. If you want to do more support the channel, $1 a month gets your name read out on every stream. From the top, Alpha Ronan, Tim's Top Decks, Elias Sutter, The Darth Newt, ADD 100K, Jared Monsterman, Annan, Riberio, Cypher777, The High Wumpus, AJR, B Rhyme, Gorfus Curse, Sliver of Nope, Scott McIntosh, Javier Hugo, Baileroth, Yorminder, Hiterieth, Nito Brito, and Trucker Philosophy, and you. Thank you so much for watching. Now let's jump into some standard. I just want to say before we get started, I just finished editing the makeup stream and Brawl Cube video. So if you want to see more content, you can always go back to my videos tab, or if you want to watch the previous lives, go to the lives tab. But I got this comment on my standard Goblins video by Garberger Gem, and it said, I just tried a mono red goblins and my standard LGS. 12 people, 6 control decks. Kind of clunky. Do you have a list I can try as Boros, considering 2 blue blacks, 1 Jeskai Yoshiko, 1 Omni, and 1 blue white control? Other decks were all over the place. There was Boros Convoke, Excruciator, VV, No Cauldron, Red Green Delirium, Mono Black Demons, and Orzhov Bounce. That was the meta and probably next week's meta. And I kind of want to say, one of my favorite things about playing Magic is deck building and looking at your sideboard for a specific meta. So with that information in mind, let's take this as a challenge to see whether or not we can cook up something to fix this meta. It's nice, especially when you know what you're going to play against every week. You can kind of just like hedge in certain matchups. And so I'm really excited for this challenge. So let's go to decks. We're going to look at the list that I'm playing right now and see whether or not I feel like this is a good fit for the solution. And if not, we'll brew something new. So, mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Cool. Mics appear to be working. So I think the first thing is if we're playing against control a bunch, we don't really want to have as many 1-drops. Torches also get a lot worse. Screaming Nemesis can come into the main. Warlorder's Call is pretty awesome too. Krenko is very good too. And we kind of just fleshed out the rest of the top end there. So let's go back and look at what exactly was the meta again, and we can work on our sideboard. So 2 blue blacks. I feel like our deck inherently is pretty good against blue black because they try to kill all of our stuff and race, and we have a lot of threats and can race pretty well. Jeskai Shiko is really good against us, but I feel like having Destroy Evils and Shelter by Ghosts in our sideboard is going to be really good to hit the temporary lockdowns and the authority of the consoles. Also, having Caverns in the main is going to really help against the Shiko deck because they play a decent amount of counterspells. An Omni deck, we just need Graveyard Hate. I'm not sure quite what they're playing, but I'm sure it's just like a more expensive version of the Abuelo's Awakening. And then 1 blue-white control. Again, lots of counterspells. As long as you're willing to pace yourself to not play into a bunch of Wraths, then if you have a Cavern, the Souls can kind of just play through any amount of control. Boros Convoke, you race. Excruciator, you race. VV, No Cauldron, you race. Delirium is a little bit faster than you, so you kind of need some removal. The Rest in Pieces in the sideboard would be great. Mono Black Demons is a pretty tough matchup. They're very removal heavy and have big flyers that you can't really block. Against Demons, I would say you probably put some number of Dropkick Bombers in your deck to block. And then Orzhov Bounce I think we have a fine ores off bounce matchup because it's another control deck. So if anything, look at this. And what was the deck for Kick Bomber on the list? So that we could block flyers. Let's play some number of Dropkick Bombers. Well, that is pushing the Screaming Nemesis slot. Nemesis is also really good against control. We could just trim, only play one Dropkick. I mean, I like that. Then, do we have the full 4 Rest in Peace? I guess Rest in Peace does turn off our death triggers from the Horde Master. But I mean, if we're bringing it in, we bring it in because we need it. 2 Sheltered by Ghosts, 3 Destroy Evils, 3 Obliterating Bolts, 2 Brother Sedens. I think Brother Sedens really amazing. That was also very vague. So, do we even... I mean, Sheltered by Ghosts is really good. It hits most matchups. Do have a lot of white cards. I think we have enough white sources to justify all these. And we have if we need like cheap removal against slick shots, we have a lot of it. Okay, so let's go back to the meta and look at the sideboard. So specifically for Omni from the top, we have the 4 Rest in Pieces. So that's the main thing. Ooh, we can also play Stonebrain. I like Stonebrain more than Sheltered by Ghosts. 4 Rest in Peace, 2 Stonebrain, 3 Brother Sedens, 3 Obliterating Bolts, 3 Destroy Evils, because it destroys an enchantment or a big thing. You can kill the Shiko, and it can also destroy the authority of the consoles or temporary lockdown. Hey, what's up, Derek? Appreciate you dropping in, bro. How you doing? How's your day going? We're brewing up something for a specific meta that was asked by a viewer. Garberger Gem. Just tried a mono red Goblins standard at my LGS. 12 people, 6 control decks. Kind of clunky. Do you have a list I could try as Boros, considering there's 2 blue-black, 1 Jeskai Shiko, 1 Omni, 1 blue-white control? Other decks were all over the place. Yada, yada, yada. This is the challenge for today. We're trying to brew a working deck for this meta specifically. And I think that's a really cool challenge because I love deck building. And so I think that like the shell that we usually have is pretty strong. I moved the Screaming Nemesis to the main because of the presence of control. I have a Dropkick Bomber in here because we have a really bad Demons matchup. So being able to block the Demons sometimes will win us games. And I cut the Scamps because we don't want a bunch of 1-drops against control, especially in a lockdown meta. You kind of want top end. Mainboard, sideboard cards? Exactly. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, Screaming Nemesis is so cool in the main. But yeah, you're right. It's definitely usually a sideboard card. Also, Screaming Nemesis is an amazing card if they don't have a way to get rid of it because they can effectively block it or they can never gain life ever again. Suplex and Torch the Tower are my like concession to sometimes our opponents are doing really dumb fast things. These are basically the Delirium cards. We play these for Delirium game 1, and then if we need to, we just level up to better removal like Obliterating Bolt and Destroy Evil, depending. But I would say probably something like this. You could play some number of... You could play probably more Caverns. You can play like more Caverns if you're like worried about control. But this is what I would play. And let's test it out. Traditional, standard... 10 million years ago. Where is it? Oh, We had one loss and we stopped with that one. Remember we were talking about maining green stable stag because it was good anti-fairies and vampires? Is there anything of that type of realm in standard? Against control. Not really. I mean, like, cavern would be like the closest thing that I could think of, but not like a creature. Unless we'd be willing to play green, but even in green, I don't think there's a lot of like crazy uncounterable stuff right now. And I don't think we have anything like really uncounterable protection in white or red. 1 of 4 killed 2 decks. 1 4 of killed 2 decks. Exactly, yeah. Being able to have a super powerful protection spell or creature that can like either be aggressive or block infinitely is super, super cool. I guess that's kind of like our Screaming Nemesis, because if they don't have like targeted removal, a lot of times the control decks kind of want to put like a big threat into play and block. Screaming Nemesis kind of nullifies that. It's got pseudo unblockable. It like has to be killed or they take damage anyway, and then they just can't gain life. We kill them with a bunch of different ways. Excuse me. But that's the great stable stag is a great point. I'm really interested to see if we get something along those lines going forward, where we're able to like have a Phyrexian Crusader or Great Stable Stag, Great Sable Stag, style card in red soon, because I think that'd be so cool. All right, let's just go to ranked. Best of 3. This one. Let's do it. Even an artifact or an enchantment. I agree. I think like it doesn't matter like how powerful the card is, just like or like what color it is or what type, right? Just like they haven't done one in so long. Yeah, try it. Or on the draw. If we draw another land, we're probably in trouble, but that's fine. Arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of hell, the righteous side of hell. Alright, let's play a Lord. Next turn, they're going to leave up Counterspell because we didn't show them the Cavern yet. We're going to get this Howl Squad down. Honestly, we couldn't be happier. I don't even think that we care. Always on and destiny. Oh, it's the rising sun. Oh, I was born, a shotgun in my hand. What, you don't want a day of judgment? I'm so confused. Behind the gun, I'll make my final stand. They have Aether Eyes, huh? That's why they call me bad company. I can't deny. Ooh, they don't have Aether Eyes. Very interesting. Bad company until the day of time. So Destroy the Evil is really good against what could possibly be their Authority of the Consuls or Temporary Lockdowns. It is much better than Torch the Tower. Torch can't hit Planeswalkers. Suplex cannot. But Obliterating Bolt can also hit Planeswalkers. So we kind of just like scale up our removal. Plan on using the Obliterating Bolts to hit like some big Planeswalker. Wandering Emperor, maybe. The Eternal Emperor, the 6-mana one from March. They all know our names. That have bunch sound is a claim to fame. I think we do this. They play Authority on one? No, they can't. Because of that. Okay. Now we get the Stadium Headliner down. We put the Astronaut or the Seer Slicer. Probably the Seer Slicer. Spite? Sure. Seer Slicer dude, make a dude. Then they get to play their Temporary Lockdown, but then we have the Destroy Evil to kill it. Interesting. Let's like really play into it. Another Joust through. If it doesn't, I was gonna say if it doesn't exile, then it just gives me a death trigger. Another one. Now they Wrath? Sure. We get a bajillion death triggers. One's gonna be a Horde Master for sure. Do we have to have a Howl Squad? No. 4 mana. Do we pay a Lord or a Krenko? Krenko wins this games. Stock up's good. Get lost. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Let's play the Seer Slicer map. Oh, that's good. Make it stay right where it is. Pass it over. Another stock up. And they're going to counter this. Fascinating. Aetherize. Tidebinder, sure. Just a trade. But then I still get to turn off your life gain for the rest of the game, advance my engines, and make a token. Sure. Bounce both my creatures. I would like to destroy evil. You look evil. You blue serpent. Third stock up, okay. Ooh, we drew the Howl Squad heavy. No more lies. Combat. Tied bound to the trigger. Now the house squad does nothing. Swing with the Sear Slicer. Trade. That turns back on my house squad. Authority is pretty good. Second obliterating bolt. Would they have been better as torch the towers? Probably not. Although, no, yeah, it would have been. Because I could have killed the Tishanas. Joust through. Joust. The card's called Joust. Yes, Joust through. We did it. I remembered their new tech. I can kill another Meringue River Regent. Would you like to play the game? Do you like to play the game? That's what we want to see. Just give me a little Screaming Nemesis. If I think they have a Day of Judgment, I Obliterating Bolt my own Screaming Nemesis here to put them to 7. Is that insane? If I attack next turn, I put them to 8. I think there's a way that we use it to kill them. It's just not right now. Yeah. Play Dragon. Ooh, we can kill Teferi. Oh. What happened? Oh, and then they cast Day of Judgment. Okay, I was like, what? How did they do so many things? They did not. Exile this. Do we destroy Evil Authority? I don't think we do. I think we just take away their threats. We say, we have you inevitably dead. I am inevitable. Destroy this. Now we play Stadium Headliner. I don't know what happened. I would like to do something dumb. Attack. One of the coolest things that you can do in this deck is with a Stadium Headliner, when you have a big board, you can deal damage and then sack your Headliner to shoot your own Screaming Nemesis to deal them a bajillion damage. It's pretty sweet. Another Stadium Headliner. This is pod racing. Okay. Got him to 4 and the turn. I think the Warleader's Call is amazing into control. It's something that it's an impact tremors, right? So like they can have a bunch of Day of Judgments and stuff, but it really doesn't matter. So they go to 3. Then they have to get lost it. Yep. Now just pass. Ooh. If we get to tap this Krenko, I think this is like lights out for them. Now they have to kill it. Nope, they didn't. Which is really good for us. Ultima is all artifacts and creatures. That's fine. We just gotta draw running creatures. If 2 creatures resolve. Okay, they get lost the thing after 1,000,000,000 years. I'll map onto my Bastronaut. Draw land, map onto my Bastronaut. Another Bastronaut, that's good. Play land, pass. Alright, this creature plays around a single blocker. They need to have targeted removal or a board wipe. Sure. Now, same thing. You need to have targeted removal or a board wipe. I get around a single blocker. Beza would not make extra tokens, but it would give them a creature. Okay, go to combat. Murder. Pump it once. First strike. Now they kill it. Into the Royal, okay. Replay the Bastronaut. Cast the Meringue River Regent, forced to look for removal. This could also be a sign they have another Meringue River Regent. Hey, what's up, Alex? Appreciate you dropping in. Yeah, and there's every day we find more cards that we did not know were in Foundations. Opponent has 7 cards left in their deck. Or 17. 17 cards left in their deck. It's kind of crazy. Sure, Jace. Mill yourself. If a graveyard has 20 or more cards in it, their graveyard has 25. Yeah, so -2, they get to draw 3 cards. So we need to draw another Warrior's Call. Okay, so this does play into a Wrath. We could have held the Bastronaut, forced them to Wrath away the Krenko. Yeah, but I think they have targeted removal. The issue is they're going to be able to minus and then draw another 3 cards. That's fine. That really doesn't do too much against us right now. Sure. That's your line, eh? You're not going to draw 3 cards? I can easily kill you through this. If you have nothing. I guess they have double creature land. That's kind of a pain. Okay. Map on the astronaut. Creature. War Leader's Helix, please. No. Map on the astronaut. Dropkick is really good. 2, 4, 6. So we can pump it to 2 power. 4 total. We can only kill one of these two. Do they have 7 mana besides these two? So 1, 5, 6, 7. Yep. They do. But we could eat one of them. It also plays around board wipes. They also have Joust. But if they have Joust, we kind of die no matter what. Joust. Okay. I guess that's true. There is a world where they could just not animate a second blocker. Anchorage must die. It's got flying. It's going to make maps. It's going to make the stuff big. It's going to make this fight much harder in the future. Ooh, they milled the card that we left on top because they saw us leave it on top. I forgot about that. That's pretty elementary, Jack. Oh, that's the best card. Does that win us the game? No way. If these two spells resolve, we win the game. Oh, they could get lost it back in response. Oof. Oh my god, that was so good. My opponent had exactly what they needed at that moment. So they'll go to 1, and now I have to try to think, is there a way for us to have held and not done that? No. Good game, opponent. Really well played. And that's the cool thing about playing against controls. It makes you have to do everything correctly because they're ready to win. We're going to take out Day of Judgments. I think we take out Day of Judgments. Or we could take its stock ups too. Ring River Region's also in the contention. Take out the Obliterating Bolts for sure. And I'll have like 1 torch. That's fine. Torch can hit Tidebinder and the Jace and the Teferi that we saw. Play first. I don't know if they even play counter spells. Let's just get this down. I guess. Oh yeah, activate only as a sorcery. I was gonna say we could draw step it. We start with this. Sure. fine with playing through all this removal because we have Horde Master. Now, if we draw a second one, we know to name Ring River Regent. Jace is fine. Make themselves mill. They milled 2 good cards. Verge. Just get the War Leader's Call down. If they want to get lost it, they can get lost it. Goblin. Play a Lord. Yep. Kill the War Leader's Call. Make some maps. Play another Lord. Map on 1. Oh, hell yeah. Screaming Nemesis is perfect. Next turn, I can play another Lord. Map on the other Lord. This Lord will make them 4s. Then the jousts don't work. Split up is really good. Oof. Okay, so Screaming Nemesis is gone. Double Screaming Nemesis is gone. Okay, but we flipped 2 really good cards. I think the crank was perfect here. I know they don't have stock up, which is really cool. Oh, okay, we get the Cranko done. 1 step at a time. Play Cranko. Crack the map on Cranko. Get lost Cranko in response. Into the Royal. Sure. Authority's fine. This undoes Authority. We also have this Destroy Evil. Yeah, I think I really just want to get the Warriors Call down so they don't get any life at all. Get the Seer Slicer down. It's the best attacker. They stay at 18. Man, those 2 Screaming Nemesises would have been so good against their Joust Throughs. Flash into Shauna's as an attacker. I guess they do have 6 mana. This is pretty bad. Okay, so if you're watching this at home, you should have picked... Oh, damn it. Destroy Evil makes me question my choices. I think picking the stock ups was right. The issue is you could also pick the dragon and this is main win con. Ooh. Okay. That was my 1 white source, so I can go Seer Slicer plus Headliner. They go back to 20. Another Authority's fine. Cool. Land is really good. War Leader's Call first. Lord. I'm going to get a death trigger and the token. This uses both the joust throughs, I think. Death trigger. Land's gone. That's good. And the second joust through, okay. End step, I get a guy, which deals the damage but gains in 2 life. Plays the land, fetches. Mills 3 good cards. Their graveyard has 18 cards in it. I think we just attacked the chase. Put them in a dilemma. This tells me that they probably have a board wipe because they don't care about the damage to their face. They'd rather save the chase because if they wipe the board, then the chase does a lot. So in that case, we get this next turn no matter what. No, let's play this now. Hold both of these. It's a good amount of damage. Board wipe. Into the Royal their own Jace to reset it. Okay. We might have a chance. Yep. So they joust through this. This tells me again that they're going to find a board wipe, or they already have one, which is fine for us because we can push a lot of damage the following turn. Is that even true? I mean, yeah, we could have put one more creature towards the Jace, but I want to get their life total. Yeah, okay, so they milled two lands in a row and Screaming Nemesis, which is pretty dope. Please do more of that. These are all great. Let's get down the Howl Squad. We don't have a Lord anymore. Yeah, double authority is just really good. I think we can afford to play another one. We have to try to present like as much damage as possible. I'm in danger. It was probably a bad keep on my part, honestly. If you look back at the early game. I guess they had split up on 3. Even if we would have mulliganed to an aggressive hand, we would have lost to that. Okay. Very interesting. Let's get them both down. They're good attackers. This is 7, 9 plus the token the Howl Squad makes. I wonder if the Stone Brains... Because we use Stone Brain. We took out Stock Up, which is good. But what if we just, like, had, like, a Chandra Torch... Or, not Torch Defiance. The 4-mana Chandra from Aether Drift. That's really good against control. We could also play Sunspine Links. Ooh, Sunspine Links would have been amazing. I guess they do a lot of basics, though. It's crazy. I mean, it's almost like we should be playing Filigree Silex or something to blow up all the 1-drops, and that's against the control deck. I mean, I can make a bunch of mana, but that doesn't help. Opponents just played it really well. The double authority is very good against my deck, and then they protected this Jace. I guess I didn't kill it aggressively enough, and then it literally has been an ancestral recall every other turn for them, which is pretty good. So if you're watching this, make sure that if you're playing against Blue-Eye Control, you attack the Planeswalkers first, because that's usually how they get their value to recoup. Because if you can run them down on resources, usually from that point, it's difficult for them to keep 1-for-1ing with your amass of tokens. I didn't kill the Jace as a top priority. I was trying to just half their life total. And look what happened on the backswing. No blocks. Good game, opponent, well played. That's how it goes sometimes. But we're going to run it back because I think this list is actually pretty good. The Stone Brains, maybe they don't need to be Stone Brains. Maybe Stone Brain. Because I was thinking about it against Omniscience and Hidden Roots. Roots? Just Roots. And I feel like Stone Brain could have been something specific for control. 2 Stone Brains. You can play like Elspeth. Storm Slayer or something. I guess it's double white, which would be pretty hard, especially with 3 caverns. For Chandra, Spark Hunter is really good. What does this one do? Okay. This card is horrible. Yeah, so Chandra makes vehicles that are really good against board wipes. I guess. What else could we have played? Trim like an obliterating bolt, trim my brothers at end. For another destroy evil? I don't know about that. I think definitely playing more War Leaders Call is really good. Maybe we play 2 on the side. No, I think maybe we play like suplex on the side. That's just so many 3s. I mean, I do like how that looks. That looks really good. Now we just got to figure out the main deck configuration. Well, we can make Dropkick Bomber and the 4th War Leader's Call Painter Studios. And that's really good against control because it draws you cards. Those can be slotted in at the 2-drop slot. Maybe we don't need all the torches anymore. That would be crazy. I mean, I think Warlorder's Call is good. The Painter Studio might be better in multiples, especially if we don't have a white source, and because it draws us cards. It also makes our curve look better. 12, 11, 10. Let's try it like that. I think I like that. We can also play just straight up Impact Tremors in the 2-drop slot in that spot. But that's the cool thing about deck building is like you get to like brew a little bit, look at the results, come back. Are you cooking too hard again tonight? Actually, Alex, this is somebody commented on one of my videos, the last standard grind, and they said that they were playing mono red goblins and there was a lot of control. And so they asked me to build a Boros list for their specific meta. And so I used my deck as a template, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, so if I'm playing against control a lot, what is it that I want to play to? Bottom second Cranko here. And so this is the list that we're playing. See, they're playing main deck authority. Good testing. Okay. Astronaut. Red white control. Oh, I haven't seen this. Oh, it's just guy control. Okay. There's no blue yet. I think I just go to combat. Kill it? Kill it before I pump something. Yeah, because if you wait until after, then I pump it and then you kill it, then you get me to waste my mana. But because you killed it before I had to go to damage, I get to play this. Clamorous Ironclad, a red-white cycling. Let's play the Verge, play the Screaming Nemesis. Oh, we didn't go to combat first. Jack, you're so dumb. If they have a Get Lost, they kill your Screaming Nemesis now. And you could have played around this. Jack, you're so dumb. You could have played around this, you fool. This is why you listen to your gut. Your intuition always helps. There's the Monument. Verge. I mean, Kranko's iterations just don't do a lot right now. Let's try to dig to find a Lord. I said dig to find a Lord. I said that. I swear. So they're going to go to 21, but then go to 21. 23, then 21. 23-19. 23-19. Let's play this headliner. Back to 22. Combat first. Oh, they're playing tune-up. That's what they're doing. So in that case, we just kind of got to slow them down. Krenko's just going to give them a billion life, so I want to try to get, like, the Screaming Nemesis. Even if I have to sack a Stadium Headliner to pick a Screaming Nemesis, I think that's worth it, because then the authority of the console doesn't just win them the game. Make treasure if they need to. They're still digging for it, eh? Land. Eventually they're going to find the fourth land and they're going to bring this stuff back. Okay, so I would like to sack to target this. Oh no. Oh, Jack, you're so wrong. Now you lose your Screaming Nemesis too. Oh. Jesus. Let's get the Krenko down. Well, that was very silly of me. The fire magic was going to deal the damage that I wanted it to deal anyways. Why did you do that? I love you too, Alex. Suplex on my Krenko, so it's gone forever. Cycle Detention Chariot, draw 2 cards. Play Screaming Nemesis. Play Vantage. Pass it over. I mean, I know they have the ability to make a treasure, so I don't know why they haven't done that yet. Maybe they still don't have a tune-up, which is I just find highly improbable. With Monument, every cycling card is draw 2. Yeah, draw 2 is really good. Like treasure? I don't understand. Okay, so now they can cast a tune-up. Why? I think he just... High Noon's decent. Activate Soulstone. Combat 6. Goblin. Board wipe. Oh, 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 oh. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I see it now. Opponent, you got me. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm like, why are they cycling these horrible creatures? It's a red-white control deck that just needs to get to 7 mana. And once you get to 7 mana, you get to do that. No, I totally didn't see that coming. I was like, this is a weird deck. Are they just playing these cycling creatures strictly for Monument? I've never seen this deck. I tried to play this card in draft. Good game, opponent. You deserve a good game. That was insane. This is Living End in Standard, but way more expensive. This is why we have 4 Rest in Pieces. I mean, against Authority, Krenko is just bad. And they're a combo deck, so let's just try to go fast. Oh my god, Torch is so bad. Why didn't we just cut Torch? It's okay. If we have a game 3, we know to bring the Krenkos back in, take the Torches out. Mulligan to the Rest in Peace. Boom. There we go. Now, bad card to the bottom. Land, go. Rest in peace. Artist talent is good. Let's just get Screaming Nemesis. So, question is if they play split up in the sideboard. Suplex is good. I will bolt them. They can no longer gain life. This one. I would like to bolt the Ashiok. Okay. Only 3 mana, so I can only play this and attack. Oh, excuse me. Okay, they're making wizards. I can fight through wizards, don't worry. I am confident that I can beat a wizard. Just don't make a bunch of them. I've seen how that snowballs in draft. I guess they could play Vivi it, but I don't think that's likely knowing what they did last game. Probably the best line of play is just go Defaced Gallery, Stadium Headliner, Combat, Attack, 11. I love you, Painter Studio. Why have I not been playing you more? Do it again. Krankos come in, torches come out. Boom. Try it like that. I mean, I guess Lindblom could be a decent blocker, but Painter Studio just goes so fast. Turn 1 Painter Studio, turn 1 Stadium Headliner into turn 2 Painter Studio is 4 damage on 2, which is the same as the Mice deck. And then if you play a War Leader's Call on 3, then it's 6-7 damage on turn 3. It can be more other ways, but that's like if you just go 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Do we mulligan to the Rest in Peace? I mean, we saw how good that was last game. We know they're probably... I mean, this hand just double 4 drop. This hand also is double 4 drop, but it has a better curve. They're probably going to have cards to kill the Rest in Peace now. Sure. Was the last hand better? I don't think so. We didn't have any early pressure. High Noon is good too. Goblin. Play the Sear Slicer. They go to 22, then they go to 21, 22 at the end step. All right, White Source off the top. Okay, not a White Source, but that's fine. We can just pump this, start pushing damage, not extend into a board wipe. I mean, I kind of like that. All right, opponent. Okay, they don't have anything. They go to 18 at the end step. Another Authority. Ooh, baby, baby. This is really good. They kill the Seer Slicer, that's fine. Warrior's Call, swing for 6, put you at 12. These non-creature lords are really good. The anthems, I think they're called, anthem style effects. When your opponent's trying to kill all your stuff and just like stop you from playing the game, it's really good to have an ability to pump up all your 1/1s and deal damage on everything entering. Things enter tap, so I don't want to make as many tokens as I could. This just deals a lot of damage. Puts them to 11, then back up to 13. And this is 8. Get lost the Warrior's Call. That's fine. Forge, map onto a Horde Master. Torch. Yeah, I should have mapped onto a 1/1 to try to bring the torch off the. Ooh, Nemesis is really good. Let's play Headliner. Play Headliner. They're gonna gain a bunch of life here. Oh, High Noon. I can't play more than one spell. That's good. Good with me. They play Screaming Nemesis. Okay. Then we play Screaming Nemesis. Okay. They gain 2. No attacks. Now we can't sack our Stadium Headliner to shoot our Screaming Nemesis. Let's just go to combat. I'm just going to play Krenko as a 3/3. Swing like this. Don't want to kill the Screaming Nemesis because it would kill you. Play the Stadium Headliner. Board wipe. This is a board wipe. It gives me another turn if I just play anything. I think I'm just going to do nothing, which is so counterintuitive to the whole red deck, but it feels right. And they concede. Okay, so I probably gave them a couple extra turns there by, playing more spells into the authority of the consoles to give them an extra cushion. However, we were able to get there. We were able to grind them out. That felt really good. All right. I mean, I like this list overall. We got to play a really long blue-white match, which made me see the highs and the lows of playing against control. Right? We want to be quick and efficient. Don't really want to be super focused on, I think honestly you could probably cut a Cranko for 3-3 split of Painter Studios and Deface Galleries and War Leader's Call, just because Stadium Headliner into Painter Studio into War Leader's Call, I believe, is the fastest curve in our deck. No, it might be slower than Stadium Headliner, Sear Slicer into War Leader's Call. Right? At that point, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on 3. 10 if you count the token being created. So I think Stadium Headliner into Sear Slicer into War Leader's Call is 1 more damage, because this is on turn 3. This is 4, 6, 7 plus if you count the ETB. If you just go Stadium Headliner, Painter Studio, War Leader's Call. But I think having these cards in the deck is just going to push so much damage so fast. I think it's probably worth playing. And then the sideboard, so it was 2 blue-black players. Against blue-black, you probably want to cut your... against blue-black, you probably trim some number of Painter Studios 1-drops, because you're not going to be super aggressive against them. They have a lot of removal. Let me think about how I usually board against blue-black. I honestly think that it's a game 1 deck. So your game 1 configuration against blue-black should just be pretty well positioned. If anything, you probably trim a Painter Studio, trim a War Leader's Call. Screaming Nemesis is great. Astronaut Torch, Travel Squad Heavy. Yeah, honestly, if you want to cut anything, right, just cut your Painter Studios, cut your War Leader's Calls, and they're going to be trying to kill you with creatures. So I would bring in the Destroy Evils, and I bring in the Obliterating Bolts. Suplex and Brother's Hidden is depending on whether or not they're low to the ground. I'm playing Kosari Region. Discard changes or not. And then, so blue-black, then it was Jeskai Control. Against Jeskai Control, you're going to cut your torches. You're going to bring in Chandra Spark Hunters and probably Destroy Evils for High Noon, Authority of the Console's temporary lockdown. It also kills Shiko itself and Meringue River Regent. Then it was Omni, I believe, was the next one. Omni and then Blue-Eye Control. Okay, so against Omniscience, you want to cut your torches again. Bring in 4 Rest in Pieces. Basically, the torch package, the 4 Torch the Towers are there for all of the aggressive aggro decks. You want to slow them down just enough for you to be able to get the better of them in the late game with your slower but very consistent threats. Our threats on average don't go as fast as some other cards by themselves, but together our cards are extremely powerful. And so if we're able to take them off of their best turn 1 to slow them down quite a bit for our turn 2 into turn 3 into turn 4 to show its true potential, that's why Torch is in the deck. And if they're not playing something susceptible to Torch, the Torches come out. And then you probably want to just have a really good alternative sideboard plan for when you're bringing out the Torches. Against artifact decks, we can bring in Brothers Ends and Suplexes. Against green-black, any deck playing Shieldred and Demons, basically, you play Destroy Evils and Obliterating Bolts. Obliterating Bolt can hit Preacher the Schism and Glissus Sunstalker. And Destroy Evil hits everything up further up on the curve. Unholy Evil or Destroy Evil also hits Unholy Axe, which is huge. Against Control, Chandra Spark Hunter. Against Omniscience for Rest in Peace. Against blue-black, probably just play the Obliterating Bolts and the Suplexes. Because against blue-black, they have a lot of creatures, and Kaido is their main way of like winning the game. Kaido and Shieldred, but most lists don't even play Shieldred anymore. So you have to exile the cat, the Glimmer Cat that draws them a billion cards. That's why Torch is halfway decent against them. Obliterating Bolt also exiles, and Suplex also exiles. So you just get to board into like just like a bajillion good removal spells. And if you want to destroy evil, if they're on like a demon slant with big flyers, destroy evil is also really good. Against Omniscience, I think Rest in Peace is phenomenal. And then against Control, you kind of just saw what we did. We like game one, we cut the torches, or like in the first match, we now would cut the torches, bring in the 2 Chandras, and bring in probably 2 Destroy Evils. And that's like the matchup spread, I think. This list is probably in a pretty decent spot against the decks that you listed. And yeah, I mean, I'm really excited about this. I feel like this deck is, we cut, that's what we did. We cut the Krenko for the 3rd Warrior's Call, which I think is fine. How many games did you see tonight where we had a bunch of Krenkos stuck in our hand? So if this Garber gem, I hope this helps you a lot. I love deck building for certain metas. So if anybody else has a meta that they want goblins to be brewed for specifically, drop a comment down below. I love trying to fix like a meta. I loved playing when there was banned like super busted decks like Nadu, KCI, because you get to like try to build your bad deck in a way to beat the best deck. And then you can have these moments where you're like, yeah, I was 50-50 with Nadu. And then like everybody's like, nah, dude. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. You know, we're prepping for the energy in Minneapolis, or actually St. Paul this weekend. So if any of y'all are going to St. Paul, if any of you go to the energies regularly, I'm super excited to go, and I'll hopefully see you up there. I'm going to end the stream here, but I just want to say before I go, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy Goblins content, if you enjoy listening to me ramble, hit like and subscribe. Easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. If you want to do more support the channel, $1 a month gets your name read out on every stream. Even though we're prepping for the upcoming energy, we're still going to be keeping our stream schedule of Sunday is limited, Monday is standard. Oh, this is really bad. Monday is standard. Oh, I can actually do something to help this. Boom. Sunday is limited, Monday is standard, Tuesday is Pioneer, Wednesday is Modern, Thursday is Pauper, Friday's Legacy, Saturday is Commander. And yeah, we stream every day, 10 o'clock p.m. CST. So if you enjoy Goblins content, if you enjoy me ramble, you know what I say. If you want to do more for the channel, $1 a month gets your name read out on every stream. And yeah, I'm going to read off the members, and then we'll be done. Alpha Run, Tim's Top Decks, Elias Sutter, The Darth Newt, ADDY100K, Jared Monsterman, Anim, Roberio, Cypher777, The High Wumpus, AJR, B-Rhyme, Gorvisker, Sliver of Nope, Scott McIntosh, Javier Hugo, Valeroth, Yarminger, Territh, Nito Burrito, Trucker Philosophy, and you. Thank you so much for being here. It really means the world to me. Till next time, I hope you